G'day guys, first video in a while. I've been kind of MIA, been busy with work and whatnot, but you might remember, maybe not the last episode, but maybe the one before that or the one before that, we built this room. This isn't our original map room, this is actually the second map room with this cool corridor along here, and I just noticed I need to do some mining. We'll deal with that later. But anyway, I've done some building here. I've done some building over here as well somewhere. Maybe just off the map there. But I've been doing a bit of building, and I did say that I was going to spend a lot more time now in the ice. And I will, but first I figured we'd sort of make a bit of a hodgepodge video where I have recorded some stuff, and we're going to sort of jump between what I have done over the last few weeks and now. But the first thing is going to be these little guys down here, and let's jump back into the past and deal with those chests. So we're back here in the base, and I want to do something about these fireworks. So I've got them in here, and they're sort of muddled up with other stuff, and otherwise we do have this storage over here. So what I'm thinking is, because that's kind of convenient, and having them inside here is not super convenient, because they sort of get messed up with stuff, and that's pain. So what I want to do is slap down. I'm gonna open this one up, and we're gonna put in another barrel here as an input, which will be super convenient because we can make our firework rockets right here. Slap them in and use that as a sort of input, and have an automatic sort of stock up of chests of fireworks. So we can have some here. We've got one over there swimming, and we can expand it, and maybe one somewhere over here. And as we build up the base, we can add more of the little firework chests, so that they automatically keep refilling as long as we keep that barrel up there filled. So the plan is we're going to need to get a bunch of rails again, bunch of observers, maybe some more redstone. We're running a little bit low, so grab all of that stuff and start putting together a sort of automatic like fireworks stock up system. So maybe we'll jump into a quick time lapse. Maybe not, it corrupted, so we'll have to leave that one out and hopefully get back to a time lapse later. Okay, I'm chilling down here, and this is going to be sort of our brain cell bit of our automated distribution of fire rockets throughout the base. So pretty much the way I'm going to do it is everywhere that we're going to have fireworks stored. So I'm going to put some there, I'm going to put some there, probably some over that way. We're going to have two rails for each place. So one will be a cart rail, and the other one will be a information rail. That's why I've occasionally got some of these bits that are empty. So I've got my shulker box, I've got some extra little bits and bobs, and we're going to just quickly slap that one down. Boom. And we're going to, that's the wrong one, there we are. We're going to quickly go through a nice quick time lapse and build this sort of distribution channel. So this will be useful. Okay, so now we've got this system that's just sort of tucked in here. There's a chest behind here, we can see, and we're just pulling out sort of information to tell us how much is in there. And then using that, it'll tell us when, well, it will tell this system down here if we sort of shimmy our way. Can we? Yes, this way. and it'll send out a signal, turning that off, so this signal will run all the way along and send the minecart all the way back through. And now that autocrafters are going to be a thing, I might be able to actually automate everything, because I've set this up directly, at least the input, where can we go through this way? Directly below here, which is where our gunpowder and that one there, yeah, sugarcane comes through. So we might be able to actually get ourselves set up with some auto crafters, because I haven't looked at them, and have gunpowder and sugarcane coming in and rockets, so we never actually even have to top up that barrel up in there. But as we are now, we've got one set up. We're getting ourselves sorted for this one, and we'll fandangle a little thing in over there. So let's get that sorted, and then we'll have 2 settings, and maybe we'll start to look at a third. After some building and fandangling with the redstone, this door, I don't know if you guys remember it, it's this sort of side door that I put in for aesthetic reasons. It actually goes somewhere. So now we've got this all set up. We've got a dual line of powered rails, one to send the cart in and out, and one that's sort of a transmission line. And I'm going to keep adding different, I guess, fireworks locations around the base, but you can see at the moment it's actually activated. We are filling up one of the little fireworks deposits over at that, what is that? That's north, so that's the eastern entrance. And so that's just topping up. We can probably scoot over and find it. Where are we? Here we are. So this chest here is just slowly filling up. This is the best I could do. I wanted it to be completely full. I didn't want to have any empty slots. I thought it looked untidy, but that means we need a hopper. But I think it's kind of okay, and we might slap in an ender chest just there. I don't think there's one here. But yeah, so that's filling up. That's where the cart is at the moment. But if we do fly down here, we can see that, there is one in here that's going to be kept topped up, and we can just sort of jump through here and see that that system is all in place, where there's a hopper there. It just pumps up the items through a little dropper elevator, and we're just detecting, if we fly around, you can see we're just detecting that there are in fact items in this hopper against that one there. So that means that there's always a couple of stacks in this hopper, which allows for that time for the cart to travel in and out. And then that just sends a signal around and keeps either this on or off. If that's on, that means it's full. It turns off and that's what actually sends the signal along. And that all goes through into that central hub, which I kind of want to remake a little bit, but we'll leave that until the next Minecraft update. But that's just here where it sends in the signal from those two, comes in on this side, and that one down there comes on this side. But we might actually add a branch off to wrap back around to go to that side once we eventually have an entry over there. But this is where all of the fireworks fill in from, and that is directly below here. So we can just slap them in that barrel, and that'll fill up our minecart. So we've now got tons and tons of fireworks around. There's so many things. Yeah, so we can actually fly around without any issues whatsoever. All of this is spawn proofed as well, so we're safe in this area. We can actually check. We did have to drop a little doobadaka down here, just because it was a little bit dark, but I think under here is all okay. We can see it wraps all the way around and down and all over the shop around to that entry down here, and we should be able to see, yep, that's Dornet's thing. Here we are, there's a minecart, and he's got a lot of filling up to do because that was empty. But all in all, this is great because now we can fly around, and there's always firework things around for us to shoot through the base, so we can fly through all these corridors, and then when we need, we can just stop off, and there's plenty of places to top up on our fireworks. So all in all, easy. Check that out. And then I need to work out that system a little bit but that'll be, I'm going to design a new brain system for the middle there. But again, we'll wait for the next update because then we can use the item crafter, and that'll mean that with all of our farms, we can just have a permanent supply of fireworks. We don't need to craft them ourselves. They'll just be there, and they'll just be going around the base to the places we need. And the good thing about all this is, look, now we're looking a bit more technical again, because this whole area was looking a bit too pretty. So now we're starting to get a bit more happening on that technical side with these rails moving around, which is what I wanted to see. But I think now that we've sorted all this out, we might be heading back to the ice base a lot, which is where we go to now. I hate torch spam. Like, this just looks so bad. Whereas, doesn't it just look so much cleaner when you've got no torches anywhere? Like, this is what you want, not that. So the plan is to start off with is we're going to make this little village here that we were messing around, well, nearby anyway, last episode. We're going to make this safe so that we can open up, and I think we can see one of them there. We've got these villagers that are all locked in their houses, so we want to free them. But to do that, we need to make sure there's no zombies around, and the way that I'm doing that, you can sort of see over here, is I'm actually changing the top layer to glass. So with this snow, mobs can spawn here. Even like if we use our cheeky little mod that shows us all those light things, it counts when it's under the snow. Like over there, that's spawnable. So what we're doing is we're going to, within a perimeter area, we're going to actually change all of this dirt into glass. And what that means is we can let that sand cover happen again, and it's not too noticeable even with that path block. It just sort of blends in a little, and that means that this can all be dark but also not spawnable. And then all we need to do is stop mobs coming from sort of over there and wandering over. And the way we're going to do that is all of this. So we're going to use some powdered snow and make things safe. And fortunately enough, after a few hours of AFK, we actually have a decent amount. And we've got more if we fly over here. So we've got tons of powdered snow. And ooh, that is really close. Tons of powdered snow and tons of glass if we pull out our glass box, which means we need to get through changing these lanterns to soul lanterns as well. And in this sort of perimeter that I have torch spanned, we're going to make it all, I didn't realize that was there, make it all safe, so make it all non-spawnable. And anywhere like this is all already done. So as that sun sets, it's going to get nice and dark, because torch span is bad, and sometimes it's actually quite nice to have things a bit dark and creepy. But at least at night, I do want to only have specific parts, there we go, that have light, but most of it I actually do want to have dark during the night, so at least it looks like a sleeping village. So I think we might jump on the bed and then do a whole bunch of glass laying. And check it out, this is why glass is OP. Like, check it, how nice does this look? Ooh, I missed some lanterns. I might leave them, most of them have changed, and I need to get rid of you. But yeah, I've changed pretty much all of the lanterns to soul lanterns, so that means the snow still is able to do its thing. But also, look at all this clean snow, but it's all spawn proofed because there's glass underneath it. Or not always. Sometimes there's other stuff like up here, but that's because it's lit up. So we can turn that off and we can run around. We've done all of this sort of little peninsula that we're on, up to this line of torches along here where I have marked the very edge of the glass so that I know where I've done up to, because I think I will expand it a bit further, because I think I might build a bit more to this village, especially in bits like this. But I need to work out where I'm going to finish, because I'm going to have a bit of an edge that's going to stop mobs coming in. and also villagers wandering out, because at the moment there is nothing stopping our evil friends from wandering over, at least from this direction during the night. Over here, however, I have started doing the good stuff with the powdered snow. So if we run along, we can see this edge around here is kind of like our beach to the icy stuff, but I haven't got any buckets. But that's powdered snow, so monsters can't walk across that. Spiders will, but spiders won't attack our friends, so I'm not too worried about them. The only problem is leather boots. Some mobs do spawn in with leather boots, so what I'm hoping is we at least have enough iron golems once we let them all back out of their houses to kill any of those wandering zombies. But it looks like the sun's about to go down and we can actually sort of see everything in action, so let's wait a sec. And it does not disappoint. Look at this sleepy village. I did throw in a little bit of a snow generator because I'm going to need a lot of this for next episode. But check it out, right? We're in a safe and quite dark environment. You can see all the way over there are some mobs spawning, but there's nothing in the village. There's minimal lighting. There's occasionally these little bits that are brighter from what's happening inside, but otherwise it's all just sleepy, and I think it looks pretty cool, right? I like it. I think I'll update some of these houses. I'm going to keep getting a lot more powdered snow for the perimeter, but otherwise I am super stoked with how this is all looking. Look at them. They can't get here and they know it. But that's going to be it for this episode. It's been a while since I did one, and I'm going to start cranking out episodes. Probably slightly different how I make them, but more often. So stay tuned. Hopefully someone stayed to the end. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys all next time. See ya.